All right, joining us now to talk more about this case is Thomas Raftery, a former FBI special agent. Thomas, thanks for being with us again tonight. So talk to us a little bit about how you think the FBI was able to track down the suspected bomber here so quickly.
Well, it's good work by the FBI and all its law enforcement partners. The key to this was the fact that the packages were all intact, and they were able to pull a fingerprint off of one of the packages and match it up to this gentleman's extensive criminal history.
How much of an effort do you think he put into trying to avoid being caught? I mean, he certainly left a lot of evidence behind, it would seem.
Yeah, one of the next aspects of the investigation is to try to put together piecemeal his motivation for doing this. It appears, he may have spent a considerable amount of time in that van. So law enforcement will be looking throughout the van, trying to look for clues. That's a pretty small area to be, putting 12, 13 pipe bombs together. So they may be another location. The van may have some clues to that regard.
Yeah, certainly so. And we're watching that van being towed away today by authorities. Speaking of the van, I mean, obviously the other thing people are talking about with it is what you can see on the outside. A lot of stickers, and you clearly get a sense of this man's political leanings. How much of that factors into this investigation for FBI agents?
Well, the FBI is not concerned with the political motivations. However, if you look at the gentleman's background, he's got a history of some criminal activity, including the 2002 bomb threat conviction. He's got a history of at least one charge, anyway, for steroids. He may have had an anger issue. So in this particular case, obviously he was a President Trump supporter, but this could easily have occurred on the other side of the political spectrum. The rhetoric right now is just ramping up people
Sure.
on both sides of the aisle.
Let me ask you this, looking ahead here, I mean, obviously we continue to find more of these devices in the mail stream. Do you think that we are likely to find more of these explosive packages? And also, you think we're likely to see any more arrests?
It's unclear at this point. Watching the news conference this afternoon, it's pretty clear that law enforcement is concerned about more packages already in the mail system. So that's a concern. As well as other arrests, I don't know. If you look at the gentleman's background, he seems to be a bit of a loner. Mm-hmm. His mother had a protective order against him. He hasn't really held out any jobs for any length of time. I just don't see him confiding in anyone else to pull something like this.
All right. I appreciate your perspective. Thomas Raftery, former FBI special agent. We appreciate your insight tonight. Thanks so much.
Thank you for having me.